Hi all and welcome back for another session with Juventus Academy Sydney. Shortly we're gonna start with our warm-up, but now a couple of quick information on what you're going to do. Our warm-up will be divided into three phases as follows: foam rolling exercises, stretching exercises, and resistance band exercises. In this video we're gonna give you our recommendation on how to practice each of the exercises shown, as well as the number of reps and sets that have to be performed. Now we start with our back rolling exercise. So we start with the roller or the ball at the base of your neck. Then you lift your bum off the floor and slowly extend your legs to move the foam roller down the back towards the base of your spine. So remember to do this for 30 seconds for 3 times. We now pass to our lower back extension exercise. You place the foam roller in the small of your back. You gently tilt your pelvis forward, trying to get the tailbone closer to the floor and your back wrapping around the foam roller. You remember to perform 3 sets of 30 seconds for this exercise. Now we move to our calves exercise. It's important then to lift your body up so your weight is resting on the foam roller. Then slowly you roll your left and right calf back and forth on the foam roller on the ball. Complete 30 seconds and 3 times per each leg. And now we pass to our hamstring exercise. So again, start by sitting on the ball, and then you lift your body up so your weight is resting on the foam roller, and you roll slowly your left and right hamstring. We now go to our piriformis exercise. It's important to cross the leg, the right leg or the left leg over the other one, and slowly begin to roll on the right glute back and forth. We now finish with our first activation and we move to our stretching exercises. So here we are gonna stretch 3 important sides of our lower limb muscles. So the first exercise will be an hip flexor stretching exercise. So it's important to tuck your butt under the hips, and then you have to try to squeeze. So to squeeze your glutes, then you elevate yourself up. You try to reach the ground with your hips, without touching the ground with your knee. We perform the same exercise on the other side. As you can see, try to just lower your hips towards the ground. The second exercise, it's just a pigeon rockers. So it's important to rock forward and back over the front leg. As you can see, I try to rock myself towards the front leg, over the front leg. Last exercise, it's we can call it frog. So it's important to assume this position where your feet are pointing laterally, and you try to drive your hips back.
Hi guys, I hope everyone is safe and sound. Today we're gonna work with an elastic band. I wanna show you how to activate your muscle before starting training or any competition, so your muscle are nice and fire up to start the activity. So we're gonna start with one leg. We're gonna move it sideways, or we keep your back straight and your opposite arm goes with the opposite leg. Okay, so to keep the coordination, we do 3 sets of 8 per each leg, sideways, forwards, and backwards. So now we do the backwards, and then we move along. Remember to do both feet, okay? take 10-15 seconds between each rep. And now we move and we lift our knee up straight parallel to our hips. Okay, we do always 3 sets of 8. Do the movement slow and in control. And keep your balance. That's very important. After that, we're gonna move the rubber band up to our knee, just on top of our knee, and we do a crab walk. So keep your back straight and move sideways. You do this as usual, 3 sets of 8 steps. I'll show you another angle so you can see from a different point of view how the exercise has been done. After that, we're gonna go on the ground and we're gonna work on our hips. Here we lift. Try to don't rotate your hips, just lift your leg up. Always 3 sets of 8 each side. You should feel your glutes start firing up, which is a good sign. Now we're gonna work without hamstring. So keep always the balance, and the movement has to be always in control, slow and in control. Remember, always 3 sets of 8 per each leg. Help yourself to balance with the opposite arm. Now we move on and we do stepping forward and stepping backwards. Always in control of your movement, nice and slow. Just be careful when you go backwards. Last exercise with the rubber band, we're gonna do squat. Just lift your arm up in the air straight in line with your shoulder, and keep the bed nice and stretched as much as you can, and go down on your squat.
We now start with our coordination exercises. We're going to perform them using a little ball to challenge our eye and coordination. The aim of this exercise is to build movement competency as well as strong deceleration and acceleration movement patterns. We start from a half squat position, pre-stretch, so already in tension. Our focus is to maintain the trunk upright and both the legs bended at 90 degrees when we decelerate and accelerate, so taking the step forward. Remember that it is important to maintain a strong and well-balanced position throughout the exercise. Try to challenge yourself, dropping and catching the ball properly. This is the first variation. I recommend you to perform at least 6 times each of the exercise. Now we perform the same exercise with a variation to change direction towards our left side. Remember to put your weight on the front leg to be able to push then towards the opposite direction. Open up the hips, try to maintain control while moving into the field. The starting position is a half squat with your feet underneath your shoulders. We perform another variation where we start rotating and changing directions. Remember to perform the exercises left and right side before to switch.